All right, buckle up, because this one's on fire. There's growing national outrage over the grooming gang scandal, and the public is demanding answers. The situation has ignited fierce debates across the country, with many questioning why some major news outlets seem reluctant to cover this explosive story. Just yesterday, we reported on the deafening silence from both BBC News and Sky News, who appear hesitant, even resistant, to dive into this issue. And today, things took an even sharper turn during an interview on Sky News between Trevor Phillips and Reform UK MP Richard Tice. The interview made it blatantly clear that Sky News has been instructed to tread carefully, or perhaps not tread at all, on this subject. Watch closely and you'll see how the presenter tries to steer clear of making any substantial comments, poses half-hearted questions, and dances around the topic as if it's a landmine. But here's where it gets fiery. Richard Tice wasn't having any of it. He boldly called out the network on live television, leading to a heated and explosive exchange that left viewers stunned. It's the kind of moment that makes you wonder, what's really going on behind the scenes? In today's video, we'll watch and react to this dramatic interview, all while providing the latest news from across the country. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and become part of our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we do have t-shirts available on our website. We have stuck Farmer and Make Britain Great Again ones. Make sure you check the link in the description or go to britishstand.com. Now, let's get into it. Take a look at this.
Good morning, Mr. Tice.
Very good morning to you. Well, the simple answer is yes, we absolutely can. Look at where we are in the polls, Trevor.
I haven't asked you a question yet.
We're in the mid-20s. We're alongside the Tories and the Labour. So yes, the simple answer is the people want reform. We need root and branch reform in this country. Okay. And this appalling rape gang scandal that you've
hang about. Let's get to that. Let me ask you.
Well, that's the most important issue
first,
of the day,
if we may. This weekend, one of your MPs was heckled by a couple of members who were evidently supporters of Tommy Robinson and the English Defence League. Have you identified and expelled them?
No one's interested in a convicted criminal, Trevor. We're talking about the most horrific
I'm interested
scandal.
in your members. Have you found the two people who stood up and heckled Lee Anderson and said Tommy Robinson should be freed?
Trevor, are you going to ask questions about the most important, horrific scandal?
Yes, I am. But I am. If you get to the point where you answer the question I've asked you.
No one's interested in your juvenile questions about some heckler at some event a couple of nights ago. Focus on the really important things. Do your job properly.
I see. We're starting the new year with a message of peace and goodwill, are we? Let's just deal with the question I asked you, then we can get on to the things you want to talk about. Have you found those two? Have you found the people who heckled Lee Anderson, and do you plan to expel them? Answer yes or no, and then we can get on to the things you want to talk about.
It's irrelevant, Trevor. What's relevant is we want a national inquiry into the most horrific scandal. That's what tens of millions of people are focused on. That's what your viewers want to hear about. Instead, you're pursuing some juvenile line.
Forgive me, Richard. I know what my viewers want to hear about.
Trevor,
look, what I'm going to take from this is that
my dear Trevor,
that reform
on the reality,
will tolerate
not some
members of the English Defence League in their membership, which is fine.
What are your thoughts on this? In other news, hundreds of motorists were arrested for drink and drug driving offences across Avon and Somerset during December's festive period, risking huge penalties. According to official reports, a total of 241 arrests were made as part of Operation Limit, a national policing initiative aimed at reducing fatal and serious road traffic collisions. The operation employed various tactics throughout the month, including stop-check sites, intelligence-led stops, public reports and proactive patrols to catch impaired drivers. The crackdown by Avon and Somerset police was part of a broader effort to protect road users during the Christmas period, with officers working to remove dangerous drivers from the region's roads. Drink driving accounted for 62% of the arrests during the operation, while drug driving made up 38% of offences. The highest number of arrests occurred in Somerset, where 80 motorists were caught over the limit. Bristol followed with 66 arrests, and South Gloucestershire with 46. Drivers aged between 25 to 34 were the most frequent offenders, accounting for 32% of arrests, followed by those aged 35 to 44 at 180 degrees, 24%. Under 25s made up 20% of all arrests during the operation, while the vast majority of offenders were male, accounting for 88.4% of all arrests. North Somerset recorded 36 arrests, while Bath and North East Somerset saw 14 motorists caught during the December operation. One notable arrest during the operation took place in Pucklechurch on December 14th, where a car carrying 5 people collided with a telegraph pole. Fortunately, none of the vehicle's occupants suffered significant injuries in the crash. A 17-year-old boy was arrested at the scene and subsequently charged with multiple offences, including driving while over the alcohol limit. The teenager was also charged with driving without a licence and without third-party insurance. He is scheduled to appear in court later this month to face the charges. In the Avon and Somerset Force area, 55 fatal and serious injury collisions since the start of 2024 have been linked to drink and drug driving. Drug driving remains a critical concern, with substances like cannabis and cocaine known to impair coordination and increase collision risks. Under UK law, drivers could be fined £2,500 and receive up to 3 months' imprisonment, as well as a possible driving ban if caught by police while under the influence. Chief Inspector Robert Cheeseman, head of roads policing and road safety, said, "Throughout the festive period, 241 individuals made the reckless decision to drive under the influence of drink or drugs. Thanks to proactive policing and public support, we've ensured they are no longer a threat to others on the road." He added, "Choosing to drive while impaired is not just illegal. It's a deeply irresponsible act that can shatter lives in an instant. Every collision caused by drink or drug driving leaves behind a ripple effect of pain and heartbreak for families and communities. We're grateful to everyone who shared information with us during this campaign. Every report helps us take decisive action and sends a strong message. Drink and drug driving will not be tolerated on our roads." Lastly, the Duchess of Sussex has made a triumphant return to social media, with her new Instagram account at Meghan amassing 1 million followers within 24 hours of her first post. Meghan Markle, 43, launched the verified account on New Year's Day, though it had been created in June 2022. The former actress marked her first public Instagram presence in years with 2 posts, a beachside video, and a trailer for her upcoming Netflix series. Her debut post featured a video captured by Prince Harry, showing the Duchess writing 2025 in the sand at a beach near their Montecito, California home. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.